Welcome to day 2 of our Blank to Beautiful 5-day watercolor challenge. Yesterday we focused on watercolor foundational skills, and today we will work on fluffy clouds. Most beginners find it very overwhelming and very intimidating to paint a three-dimensional cloud. Most times they find it that their clouds look flat or cotton balls stuck on paper. We're going to change that today. We're going to paint clouds not in one way but 4 different ways. Over the next 2 days, we will explore 4 different methods of painting fluffy clouds. We're going to use different techniques like lifting or layering to paint them. I do not expect you to master all of them, but I would highly recommend give it a go, try them all and see which one resonates with you the most. And remember, even if you miss day 1, you can still join us now. This challenge is made to meet you where you are. If you haven't officially registered or joined the Facebook group, check the links in the description below. That's where the community magic is happening. Come on, let's paint some clouds today. Welcome to day 2. And today we are going to paint fluffy clouds in 4 different ways. I have taped my 100% cotton paper and divided it into 4 sections to take you through all the 4 methods. Let's get started. Right now I am using cobalt blue, and this is a number 10 silver black velvet brush that I'll be using for this demonstration. So I'm mixing the pigment here. And I'm going wet on dry on my sheet of paper. This is a cold press paper. You can see it's pretty toothy. It works best when you want to show texture on your painting and for landscapes for sure. And it also allows your paper to stay wet for longer, so I prefer using cold press paper over hot press paper. So once I have the whole layer done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and lift the pigment to create fluffy clouds. So I'm starting on the top. And when you lift, please try to lift bigger clouds on the top. They create a sense of distance when you lift like a smaller cloud on the bottom and a bigger cloud on the top. So you will feel suddenly feel a sense of, distance. And if you use the same tissue paper to lift, it leaves a little bit of blue from the paper. So this is my first method of painting clouds. Now let's go over the second method. Here I'm going to do wet on wet for the background, and then we will again lift, but we will do it a little differently. We are going to also paint shadows. This is my paper is completely wet. Now I'm going to go in again with the pigment. I have mixed here cobalt blue and just going to go over the paper. You can give it a tilt so that it spreads. You see, this spreads faster and more easily without overworking the paper. Now when I'm done with this, what I'm going to do is again lift the pigment. You could also lift off with your brush if you're comfortable. You keep a damp brush, a clean brush, and then with that damp clean brush you just go in and then dab it on your paper towel. So this is another way of lifting. Once you've lifted this, we're going to mix the cobalt blue neutral tint. So I'm taking neutral tint here, a very diluted mix is what I'm going to take, and then on the base of my, I'm going to make sure I don't have too much water in my brush. And then I'm going over, I want you to see it closely. So I'm going over the base here with that mix. One moment, I'm going to go back and bring the mix in here. So this is the mix of cobalt blue and neutral tint. It's very dilute. Just on the base of the cloud. Now if you think there are hard edges forming, you can go in with a damp brush and smoothen it out. I want to go a bit darker, so I'm going to mix a little more neutral tint with cobalt blue. And that is how your clouds can look a little more fluffy and natural. Now what I'm doing is, with my damp brush, I'm kind of blending this out so it doesn't look like they have harsh lines. And this is my second way of painting clouds. Look at what you just created. Clouds are not about painting white shapes. It's about painting light, air, and softness. If your clouds didn't turn out exactly as you hoped for, that's normal. Watercolor is all about timing. It gets better with repetition and observation. Now the next step. Please share your artwork and your practice on the Facebook, even if it feels messy, especially if it feels messy. The challenge is about courage, not perfection. And if you post on Instagram, don't forget to tag me at Preeti Gupta Art. I love to support you and give you a shout out, because celebrating your progress, because you deserve that encouragement. So tomorrow we'll continue to paint clouds in these two methods, where you will continue to build depth and realism in your clouds. And I'll see you tomorrow.